We're looking at the breakfast that was consumed on July the 24th. This was a fairly heavy breakfast, calorie-wise, 990 calories. It was a very low-fat diet, as evidenced by the blue healthy factor icon. We're talking about 29% calories from fat. We look at the items we had. It was basically an oatmeal breakfast with fruit, banana, blueberry, and a slice of bread. No matter how you look at it, it was a lot of calories. Because there was no meat or eggs in the breakfast, we only picked up 20 grams of protein. Let's navigate to the lunch we had on the same day. This meal was also a very low-fat meal. We have the blue healthy factor icon, only 498 total calories, 26% calories came from fat. We managed to pick up 23 more grams of protein. If we examine the items in the meal, the only item that provides any amount of protein is the roasted chicken. And 2 ounces gave us 17 grams. We have a daily goal of 120 grams of protein, so we probably could double this comfortably without feeling too full from eating it and pick up some more protein grams. Now that we've logged 2 meals for the day, let's open the daily calories snapshot report. Here are the 2 meals we already logged. These 2 meals have given us so far 1,488 calories. That's quite a bit for both breakfast and lunch to be together. With a BMR of 2712, that means dinner can only be 1,224 calories. I'm going to point out that I have not logged any exercise today, and because of my schedule, I won't be able to. Therefore, I'm really going to have to be careful about how much I eat for dinner, because I'm likely to go over my BMR budget. I'll go ahead and close the daily calories snapshot report. I'm going to go ahead and start my next meal, my supper meal. The reason is I want to do a little meal planning here. Now, if I reopen the daily calorie snapshot, I note that I've only consumed just about 43 grams of protein today. Not a lot, since my goal was to get about 120. So what I'm going to do is, with this open, fool around with eating stuff. I think a high protein guy might be fish, salmon. So let's see if I should have a fish dish. So we're going to have some salmon, farm-raised, cooked in her. And it looks like 1 ounce of that. It's only going to give me maybe 6 grams of protein. That's not a whole lot. About the most salmon I could probably eat at one time. And it would be a little actually more than I'm used to. It would be 8 ounces. So if we go down here and try 8 ounces, that means that even after 8 ounces of that, I'm only at 92 grams of protein. So what I'm going to do is change my item. Instead of fish, let's look at beef. And we'll go with broiled ribeye. I like ribeye. 8 ounces of that gives me 56 grams of protein. If I go that way, I'll already be up to 99 grams, which is a lot closer for my daily budget of 120. Now, I can eat more than 8 ounces of steak if I want, although that's what I try to limit myself to. So I could pick up some beans in the diet, maybe some baked beans. Let's see what happens there. So we'll go beans. And we'll look at, let's say, some home-style Bush's baked beans. And I'm looking in the protein column here and see what gives me a bunch. They all look like about 12 per serving, so let's go with home style. 1 cup of that will give me another 12. And if I do that, my protein grams are real close to my goal. So if I have some steak and baked beans for supper, I'll be really close to my goal. And I'm still under my target daily BMR. Gives me allowance of 245 more calories to put in this meal. So I think what I'll do is plan on having some steak and baked beans for supper. And I can now close the daily calorie snapshot. And I'm ready to eat my supper and then enter the real ingredients up here. And hopefully I'll be real close to my 120 grams of protein when we're all done. Now that I've done the meal planning for the supper, I'll go ahead and delete these 2 test items because I'm not going to have ribeye tonight and I'm not going to have salmon. It looks like I'm going to have crab cakes. So with those selected, delete key, yes, escape key, and I'll tab over till I'm in my ingredient ID field, escape key, and we're ready to move forward. Here we're looking at the supper meal, and as earlier mentioned, I did eat crab cakes. This meal delivered 1,457 calories. It was low fat by evidence of the yellow healthy factor icon. Fat was only 33%. And in this meal, we picked up a total of 61 grams of protein. More than half of them came from the crab cakes. Since all our meals have been entered, let's open up the Daily Calories Snapshot Report. These 3 meals gave us 2,945 calories. This is a little over our BMR of 2712. Accordingly, we went over our budget by 234 calories. For the day, we picked up 104 grams of protein. This is short of our goal, which was 120. The only 2 items we had in this meal that produced any volume of protein grams is the cottage cheese and the baked beans. We could have eaten more of those, but frankly, the meal originally was all I could handle. So adding more cottage cheese, maybe another 2/3 of a cup, would have given me another 16 grams of protein. That would help me meet my goal, or close to it. It only popped me about 150 calories, but that's still going to make me more over my target daily BMR. And this is an issue because I did not get any exercise calories on the books today. Because we've logged all our meals, we're not going to be adding any more nutrients. I'm going to go ahead and click off that I logged all my meals today. And I can close the snapshot report. I'll open up the nutrition history report. This report covers the current date back a month. There are 31 days in the period, and I logged all my meals for all 31 days. During this period, I logged, looks like 20 exercises. Each exercise averaged about 805 calories. However, since there are 31 days in the range, that meant that the average burn for every day in the 31-day range was 519 calories. Now, my target daily BMR is 2712, but because of exercises, I was under that by 514 calories every day during the period. Accordingly, I just netted 2198 calories on a daily basis during the evaluation period. Now, the average calories from protein on a daily basis was 390, which meant we were getting just short of 100 grams of protein a day. Again, our goal was 120, so we're consistently falling short, and I would need to more carefully manage my meals to jack up the protein without jacking up the total calories very much. That completes the nutrition review, so I'll go ahead and close the nutrition history report.